The man suddenly realized their boat was not sailing on the ocean surface, but floating above a submerged city. Right beneath his feet was the rooftop of a skyscraper dozens of stories tall. He looked around in terror. The once thriving city now only had a few of its tallest buildings left, sticking out of the water like isolated islands. Everything else had completely sunk into the bottomless sea. What had this city gone through? What kind of disaster could erase a civilization of steel and concrete in a single night? And what kind of terrifying force could tear the entire land apart, leaving humanity with only one way to survive? Those flimsy rope bridges. And what kind of apocalypse could raise waves tens of meters high and swallow every living thing along the coast in a single instant? The origin of this catastrophe traces back to 5 years earlier. Two comets fell like the Grim Reaper's scythe and ripped the Earth apart. The horrific impact instantly ignited more than half the planet. The shockwaves swept across the land like a final judgment. In just a few hours, 80% of the world's population vanished. 5 years passed in the blink of an eye, yet Earth never recovered from the disaster. Countless comet fragments still circled the planet, like ticking time bombs, ready to crash down without warning. Survivors once tried to rebuild, but quickly realized this broken world would not give humanity a second chance. Radiation was everywhere, capable of killing an adult in 3 minutes. But strangely, some places were said to still remain green, as if the disaster had never happened. Finding those unpolluted sanctuaries became the survivors' only hope. The protagonist, John, and his family barely survived with others inside a bunker. But conditions outside kept getting worse. Earthquakes happened frequently. Volcanoes could erupt at any moment. Everyone in the bunker knew this place would not hold for long. They had to find a way out. That day, John put on his protective suit and stepped back into the wasteland. After crossing a stretch of beach, a coastline suddenly appeared before him. John excitedly told his teammates over the radio. There were several lifeboats parked on the sand, and farther out on the water, a rusted destroyer floated silently. John climbed into the destroyer through a hole in the hull. He searched the entire ship. No supplies, no survivors, only a few bodies long since carbonized. Just as he was about to leave, he found a purple flower pressed inside a navigation log. 5 years. John had not seen a flower in 5 years. If he gave it to his wife, she would definitely love it. Suddenly a frantic warning came through his headset. A radiation storm would arrive in 1 minute. But just as John ran out of the destroyer, a black wall of storm was surging toward him. Inside the storm, terrifying lightning kept exploding. What would happen if he got caught inside was unthinkable. John did not dare think further. He ran with everything he had, shouting into the radio, telling them to open the bunker door in advance. He was sure he could make it before the storm hit. The iron doors of the bunker slowly opened in the distance, but the storm was already right behind him. The moment he reached the entrance, a bolt of lightning exploded behind him. John leapt forward, diving toward the gate. After rolling inside, he immediately shouted for them to close it. The iron doors shut. The danger passed. After full decontamination, John sat on the floor after removing his suit, gasping for air. The scene kept replaying in his mind. In the bunker cafeteria, John handed the purple